with unrest taking place and more. This is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. After NXT No Mercy, Trick Williams could be seen mimicking Joe Hendry's pose on the entrance ramp. After Joe Hendry came up short in his NXT title match against Ethan Page at No Mercy, he could be seen sharing a moment with Shawn Michaels backstage.
Joe, just can't thank you enough, man. Love the job out there.
Thank you, Shawn.
Henry, look, anytime you want another chance, just give me a call.
Thank you, Shawn.
All right?
Tonight, it wasn't my night. But remember what I said to you the first night I came in, Shawn. Anywhere, anytime, any show.
You know I'm a believer.
Taking to X, recent WWE signing Stephanie Vaquer, who debuted for the company on live events in Mexico, said this to fans regarding her impending NXT debut, writing, "Good things take time to come for those who know how to wait." Downplaying the importance of having the most 5-star matches from Dave Meltzer, AEW's Will Ospreay said this to Kenny McIntosh. "I just think it is a guy's opinion. With the wealth of knowledge that he has about wrestling, it's always nice to hear his opinion, but I don't think everyone should hang their hat on it. I think it's more funny when it's kind of like, oh, I appreciate it, and then there's this whole line in the sand where people say that's BS. I love how now it's called the Ospreay tax. So anything that I do now, there is an extra star or an extra half a star put on top of it. What makes me laugh even more is that there are wrestlers that are signed that will get on their phone, hit the record button and go, he's a numpty, he doesn't know anything about wrestling. You've got on your phone, you've seen something, you've seen a star rating, and you think it should be more. You talk on the phone. The only people that I respect are the guys backstage. You can tell those wrestlers are hurt, and it's just like, guys, relax. It's just some geezer's opinion. It doesn't matter. Do you honestly think I think I'm better than Kurt Angle? Because I can tell you now I'm not. Do you think I'm better than Shawn Michaels? I can tell you that I'm not. He has a certain taste, and I appeal to that level of taste. I don't really have any opinion on it, but I do enjoy seeing what happens and the discourse between people. It is hilarious at this point, but any wrestlers that say it either in promos or on their phone about how it doesn't matter, deep down it hurts them. It really does. On Instagram, Eric Rowan posted a video which seems to hint at the return of the Happy Harry character from the late Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse. When it comes to why the Bloodline was absent from the most recent Smackdown, Ringside News wrote that, according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, the Bloodline was absent from Smackdown due to the funeral of Afa and Wyatt, which took place over the weekend. Although the group had been in Europe for WWE's house shows leading up to Bash in Berlin, they returned home for the funeral. Revealing his reason for wanting to have Kane be his top pick for a new wrestling company over The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker noted on his 6 Feet Under podcast. "People sometimes look at me funny about this, but if I were to start a wrestling company on my own and I had to pick my first guy, I would pick Kane. 1, because of the talent. He can work with anybody. 2, he knows exactly what his gimmick is. He knows what his gimmick isn't. 3, he's going to do business. 4, he's a human being that people wish wish their kids to be. You have all of those things with him. You have pretty much the total package. Someone that was durable, worked hurt, and did everything that the company asked of him. Absolutely. He was a leader by example. He's not going to be up in somebody's face. He's the kind of guy that is going to pull you aside and say, hey, maybe you want to do it this way or try this. He's not going to be loud and boisterous. He's going to be a gentleman about whatever he does. He's also the quiet type to where he can rip your head off and take a healthy crap down your neck if he wanted to. He was strong, physically strong. Before I pick a Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock, I want Kane as my pillar. He was the man to be able to do with his character and go to different places with that character. Had far more range than I ever did. He went all the way to corporate Kane, where he completely out of the big red machine suit into a suit, understands the product and what it takes to be successful given the opportunity. Addressing the possibility of returning to WWE as a manager, former ring announcer for the company JoJo Offerman said this during a live stream. Oh, 100%, I'd return to wrestling as a manager. I would love that. I would. I have great acting skills. I am so good. I'm just kidding, but I really would. I really would. Okay, actually, I really do like Rhea Ripley a lot. Referencing a comment about being close friends with Liv Morgan and her feuding with Ripley on screen. I really do. Her WrestleMania entrance, I said, you'll never take Wyndham's spot, but that was like top up 3. There's no one in particular that I can think of right now. I would love to say Wyatt Sicks, but then at the same time, I feel like that'd be a lot and they have so much going on that I wouldn't want to disturb that. But I don't know. I feel like start a new faction. Why not? Don't ask me who I want in it. That'll take me some time. At Fanatics Fest NYC during an interview with Sam Roberts, Drew McIntyre reflected on his feud with CM Punk, saying, yeah, if I take myself out of my own shoes, step back, even in my own shoes, if you told me that prior to November, I would say there's no way he's ever going to be back in WWE, never mind him and I in a match together. And then also having the feelings that I have for him from my first run in the company, growing up around him and things I've not touched upon, but he negatively affected my career and life in certain ways when I was a kid, and I remember that, and it's well documented. He was a piece of crap and is a piece of crap, especially back then. So yeah, I could never have imagined it happening. And I also probably knew I'm gonna rough him up the first chance I get, and I did that, and his little tricep fell off the bone. So if he wants to keep coming after SummerSlam, I mean, I'm all for it. He said he won't stop, and he'll make sure that I'll never be world champion. And I know that's true until he is officially out of WWE, so we're gonna go until one of us is not in the company anymore. At least not on the same brand, it feels like, because I want to be world champ and he's prevented it multiple times. So we're just gonna have to, I don't know, one way or the other, exile the other out of the company. Mentioning that she is looking to make a return to WWE on either Raw or Smackdown, former NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose told SE Scoops, I would say making that statement, whether it was on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night Smackdown. I didn't make such a big statement in NXT. I think it was my time to then get to Monday or Friday or do it on the big screen. NXT is great, and it's so amazing what they've built, but obviously the end goal is to be in front of thousands and thousands of people in big crowds and on TV every week, which I was with NXT, but it was just a smaller situation. But I think that would be the ultimate goal if I wanted to get back. Whether or not it's with a group or it's not and I'm by myself, I think that new Mandy Rose mentality of not really giving a damn and going out there and kicking butt, I think that would be pretty cool, and edgier Mandy. recalling how she changed plans for her to win the inaugural New Japan Strong Women's title during her match with Willow Nightingale in May of 2023. Mercedes Moné said this to the Junkies on 106.7. Just the many years of practicing and training in the ring, you're prepared to take all these bumps safely and effortlessly. Sometimes the moves really hurt and you can get injured, and sometimes you don't know who's going to win. When I broke my heel last year, I was supposed to win this championship in JPW Strong Women's title, but I was too injured that I just told the girl, I'm like, you're gonna have to win this title, because I couldn't even stand up. So you never know what's gonna happen in wrestling, and I think that's what's the funnest part. It's like, yes, it's live, yes, it's predetermined, but you have no idea what's gonna happen. It appears that plans for Cody Rhodes at the upcoming Bad Blood event have been revealed, with WWE World Heavyweight Champion Gunther telling Gorilla Position, of course, we're competitors, but we still play for the same team on the other hand, and I think today was very fitting that I was the one walking out last. I guess Bad Blood, that's in Georgia. I think that's very fitting that Cody will be there last. So yeah, we will see, obviously, competitors on the other hand, teammates, and whatever fits the occasion best. Talking about his interest in facing John Cena before the star retires after next year, Kevin Owens said this to the Daily Mail. Funnily enough, I'm going to put it out there now. I've noticed that May 31st, 2025, which would be the 10th anniversary of our first match together at Elimination Chamber, is a Saturday night, which lends itself incredibly well to WWE events and maybe even a premium live event. Who knows? Of course, I want to be one of John Cena's opponents in his last year. But if it could happen that night, that would be pretty incredible. 10 years to the day after the first one. But obviously, I'd be happy to face him at any point. In a video uploaded to Instagram, Saraya's boyfriend surprised her with a puppy.
Oh, baby. Sit right here. Wyatt, sit right here. Okay. Close your eyes. Okay.
What is happening?
Open your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Hold your hands out. Straight out.
Is that for me? Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that for me, baby? Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that for me? Oh baby! Oh no! Oh, that's so sweet. Hi baby! Oh my god! Hi baby! Oh my god! When did you get a puppy?
At the beginning of the tour.
What? Baby! Oh my god! What kind of dog is this? Oh my god! Oh my god! I made a joke about getting a small dog like 2 days ago. Oh my god!
Sit down.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hi, baby! What kind of? Where did you get this dog?
On the one of the first days of the tour.
Hi, baby!
Confirming that he wants a rematch for the US title in WWE, Logan Paul said this on his podcast. He beat my ass. I'll be honest, that match hurt. I mean, look, congrats to him. He's a very good wrestler. It was well deserved. He fought extremely hard, kicked out of my knockout punch. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be my belt. It's my belt. I see it on him. But everyone knows that US title is mine. So you can have it for now, for the time being. But I'm coming back for a rematch. My foot was on the rope. It was on the rope on number 3. In wrestling terms, that means the pin doesn't count. On the topic of Ricochet and AEW, commentator for the company Jim Ross said this about the star being in the promotion, noting on his Grilling JR podcast, "I think the thing that we have to be cautious about is not rushing his progress, because so many guys in AEW are athletic to the level of doing amazing spots. It takes time to differentiate yourself from those guys. To some wrestling fans who are more casual, they remember the last time they saw a particular spot and it's got a new name and so forth. All those moves and finishes now have backstories, which is fine, but if that's the case and we can agree on that, then hopefully AEW will not rush Ricochet, because he's not over right now. People love to see him. He was a surprise, and I've said it many times here on the show. Wrestling fans love new and love to be surprised, and Ricochet checked both of those boxes at Wembley. But let's let him get over. I love the kid. He's got a great upside. He's so athletic, but let's let him establish some of his offense. Watch him excel in the fundamentals and see where it takes us." Noting how he declined an invitation to be a part of the Vince McMahon documentary that is coming out on Netflix, WWE Hall of Famer Rob Van Dam said this on his One of a Kind podcast. "They did contact me a couple of times actually about participating in the interview, and it wasn't something that I opted to do. It wasn't a choice that would be conducive with my position in the business, in the industry. So I passed and told them I look forward to seeing it, and I do, and I hope that they cover a lot of different grounds instead of just jumping to the main pillars of whatever story they choose to tell." On Reddit, a fan revealed she ran into Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch during their WWE hiatus, writing, "Excuse how crazy I look in the photo, but I was at a music festival last night and looked over and saw Becky and Seth just chilling. I asked if I could take a photo and they obliged. Super cool." A user posted a clip on X of Randy Orton claiming that Triple H's era of WWE is better than the Vince McMahon one, with former WWE personality Jonathan Coachman replying, "Damn, is Randy right? In my 10 years, I missed one Monday night, which was for my honeymoon. I was punished for not going to Afghanistan because my daughter was due and my wife didn't want me to go. I also believe it's the reason a lot of wrestlers are not here today, because of the pressure to wrestle through injuries and do anything in their power to keep their position. So glad that that part of the WWE has changed." Ricky Starks would end up denying rumors that he turned down creative in AEW. A user on X wrote this about Starks: "An FTW title reign, 3 tournament wins, all leading to 3 world title match losses. And a slapdash tag title reign wouldn't have elevated Garcia either. And neither is Garcia, having had to wait this long to have an actual committed push too." Another user replied, "Literally anyone who is going to be pushed as a top champion needs to prove that they can handle the smaller things first. The fact that his attitude when given the smaller opportunities was to pout and disagree with creative is the main reason why he didn't get bigger shots." Then Ricky Starks said this: "Enough is enough. Usually I don't even speak on this, but it's tired. I never turn down anything. Ever. Just stop." Following WWE's Bash in Berlin event, it appears 2 fans would get into a fight, which led to one being arrested. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.